What's going on, everybody? Once again, it's your boy, Ace of B.
It's your boy, B Twizzy.
It's your boy, B Smitty.
Do we have to all say it's your boy? Like, that was kind of boy band.
Yeah, it's your boys. Bruhmigos.
It's your boys. It's your bros.
Plural.
It's
Your Bruhmigos.
I always have some technical difficulties starting, but which is...
We're getting to the kinks of how to start this podcast, but
So as you can see, we're facing the camera this time.
Yeah, now you can see all of our faces and not just
every
side.
episode we will improve
Absolutely.
on how this looks, how it sounds.
Yeah.
We got the ribs off the table.
You know what I'm saying? Put
Yeah,
little-
someone was like, ugh, y'all are boys. Or y'all so janky. Like, we have foil all out on the table. But I feel a lot better this time.
Yeah,
See, we
got
have
a little liquor.
Yes, we have a
Little
what's that thing
liquor.
called?
A fancy thing that holds alcohol.
Dublin, you know what I mean?
We have a Dublin now.
We got our boy Nips with us now.
Yes, that's hard, man. That's dope. Shout out to who gave that to you, Stacey?
Shout out to Stacy. She went to the funeral.
Yeah, that's dope.
Picked me up an extra, I don't know what you want to call this.
That's a thick book.
Yeah, and it's like, did you feel the pictures?
No.
It's like legit.
What is it?
Oh.
It's like a legit
That's
picture
dope.
book.
That's
It's
dope.
not no.
It's like I don't want to get my fingerprints on that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just leave that.
That's
right.
sick. So real quick, fellas, how'd you guys feel about our very first ever episode?
Before we get too deep, let's
what?
put a little heat in our chest real quick.
That's actually good.
After we had these great tacos that beautiful Lisa made for us.
Oh, yeah,
Ace's wife. Appreciate that.
Taco
Cheers.
Thursday.
Cheers, fellas.
Taco Thursday.
I'm not going to drink all of them.
I couldn't if I wanted to.
Yes. Yeah, put that in my system real quick.
But yeah, so first episode, I just have to say,
Yeah, what you gotta say?
goddamn. My voice sounded so weak and so
Dog.
like...
That's the
It's
worst.
something about hearing your own voice that's just like
It's the
nails
worst.
on a
But no, but like
chalkboard.
when I was listening to y'all, I was like, damn, they sound really cool. And then
Nah.
when I heard me, I heard, yeah, so,
you know, like what happened? Everybody's like, yeah. So you're like, yeah, no.
I didn't like it when...
I almost felt like this episode I want to be like, yeah, so it was good, bro, Migos, yeah. That you know when you're getting that girl on the phone that you really like, and you're like, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? That's how I want to do
Right.
that's how I wanted to do this episode. Just,
I always like talking to girls like first thing in the morning because my voice is like...
yes, like, hey, don't call me in the morning.
That's the best time to call me
You
in the
can't
morning.
even duplicate that. It's like a phlegm or something that's in your throat. That's like,
But usually girls just, because they know me, they'll be like, ugh, why are you talking like that? I mean, what are you talking about? That's how I talk, you know?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. No, man. I think we learned a lot from the first episode. I for sure
lot.
did. I mean, one, how to clean up, how to face the camera. I do look forward to like every episode. We're like
Improvement.
Yeah.
getting
See,
better.
a little bit of change.
Yeah, like a little something. Like we got the Dublin now with the two.
We're working on the decor.
Yeah, working on the
You know what I'm
decor.
saying?
Decor,
So
yes.
the YouTube video looks popping.
Yeah, like we got a TV face. Like y'all can see the TV now. We're gonna try to actually pull up some stuff we talking
Last
about.
time we forgot to bring up the videos we was talking about, so this time we can actually share it with you.
But it's cool because I feel like I like that everybody's gonna take this journey
Right.
with us.
Exactly.
We're literally just like, yo, let's do a podcast, and then we just start doing it. So yeah, y'all definitely gonna see us kind of going through it. But
Do people on podcasts normally look at the camera, or are they looking at each other?
I
most
don't
of the time?
know.
This is what we're figuring out. You know what I mean? This is behind the scenes stuff.
Like,
You
is it
get
weird if we're like this the whole time?
breaking
Like,
the fourth wall, or should we just be within ourselves? Like, hey,
and then what do you do with your hands? Like,
they just be chilling.
I just
Anyways, for the people who aren't watching us on YouTube, we should.
Oh, I forgot about that. Huh? There will be.
There's an audience that doesn't
there will
go
be a
on
percentage.
YouTube,
There will be a percentage of people that are just.
oh yeah, I know.
so we should like
Be
start
mindful
talking.
of that. Huh?
Try to be
Very mindful.
descriptive as possible.
Right.
Right now, my hand was on BT's face, dripping down his shoulder onto his
Ew.
elbow.
Can you not?
Okay, so
But
go ahead.
although we didn't have all the kinks worked out, we did get a lot of love.
We did.
Yes, we did get a lot of love, and the feedback was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the feedback.
For what we put out.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? When
I
you see 10 episodes from now, you're like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I stand corrected too. I will let you know that. I don't think the first episode was trash.
Okay.
I wasn't saying it was gonna be trash. It wasn't trash.
It wasn't
It was
trash.
good. It wasn't trash.
So it was a wrinkly shirt. Like
There
I
was
said.
a lot of room for improvement.
It was a wrinkly
The
shirt.
unmastered track.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great time. Let's shout out some people that showed us some love. B, I know you got a list. We had a lot of people showing us some love, so we want to show some love back.
Yeah, so this is just the people that posted on their own stories, on their own Instagram. We really appreciate that. Start off with Jordan.
Hey.
We got my sister Stacy.
Stacy.
Like the sister we never wanted.
Hey. No, I'm not gonna A that. I'm sorry. Stacy, I love you.
That's what she said about us.
Always holding it down. Cameron Harvey.
Hey.
Cameron with Y.
Oh yeah,
Cam Y. Cam Y.
Mary,
AKA Slutty Boy. Shout out to my nigga Slutty Boy.
Don't do him like that. It's a good man. That is a good man.
Then we got Marion and Leezy.
Hey,
Lazy
Mleezy.
boy, Aniche Lee.
Did he dropped the Gucci Lee, huh? He's not Gucci
He's
Lee
well,
anymore.
we call him the artist formerly known as Gucci Lee.
Right, okay.
We did call him Gucci Lee, but
Circumstances had to change.
And his name kind of stuck, but it's the artist formerly known as Gucci Lee. We appreciate the love, brother.
AKA Explicit.
Ooh,
I forgot about
explicit.
AKA.
Damn.
Y'all don't even know about Explicit.
Yeah, we're gonna
that a
introduce
computer?
explicit later.
We got
You
the.
said a computer when we used to have all those?
Yeah, for
We have
sure.
to play some tracks.
Damn.
We're gonna wait till Mary's a guest. He gonna
Yeah.
for sure be a guest on the show. We're
gotta
gonna
intro that
introduce y'all
one.
to some explicit tracks.
And then we also had Nia, your sister.
Oh, Nia
Hey,
Cherie.
we need
Nia.
a jingle or something.
Yeah, she got to do a jingle for us. Also, Nia was the very first comment we ever had.
Hey, she got
Shout out to you, Nia.
Absolutely, Nia. First comment ever. And also shout out to our 100th follower. I call them friends. I don't think we have followers or
We have
fans.
friends.
We got friends. Like everybody that come through, we homies.
We kicking it. We all
Yeah, we
kicking it.
So we homies. Our 100th homie
Okay.
was, I think, actually my niece, which is a
was
little
your
bit
niece?
weird. She's
Yeah.
like 12. Like maybe even 10. Yeah, I don't know.
What is the age that kids are on Instagram these days?
I don't know. Whatever age their parents give them a phone.
So when's Dax getting on Instagram?
Never. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have. Hopefully, it's not a big thing by the time he's of age. But
We think it's gonna die down a bit, or is something else?
it'll change probably. I mean, it'll change some kind of way. I don't know
That's
how.
true.
But you talking like 10 years from now, things gonna change. What were we saying though? Yeah. So our 100th follower. That's
niece?
awesome. My niece. Yeah.
Okay.
But I just think it's so cool that we got 100 people follow us. We're
That's
pretty much
amazing.
famous
Off of the
right now.
first-
Yeah. We're like
Shout out to you guys. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
peak right there, man. 100 people.
I
for
think
me, that's
I
a lot
only
of
have
people.
like 400 followers on my regular Instagram, so we're getting there. I'm a little
flex.
weak.
So you flexing on us, bro? Like we only got 100. Like you got 400. Relax.
No, I was saying that like 100 in a day, like
You're saying personally you're popping, but all three.
All three of us. We
bring you down or what?
I have 4 times the
no,
amount
I'm
of
saying
what we had.
400 is not a low. I mean, 400 is a low number.
We trying to
So
say
I'm saying that we can easily get to 400
with
in
your
no
help.
time.
With your help is just what you're saying.
Yeah.
Basically, I guess.
Basically, yeah.
his celebrity.
With his 400 combined with our total 100, we have a total of 500
We on.
homies. And
Nike,
at
holla
that
at
point,
us.
But yeah, thank you to everybody who showed support,
absolutely.
who just liked our videos that we put on Instagram.
Yeah.
Liked whatever. But thank you.
We love you guys.
And then I also want to address some smoke that I got.
What kind of smoke too? What'd
I
you
got
get some smoke for?
some white girl smoke.
Why?
On the podcast last time I talked about like how I guess I came across kind of very defensive and very like I would never date a white girl, anything like that, because I was trying to represent my black queens and show them the love that they deserve.
Oh, okay.
But I also want to shout out to all the white girls.
All your snow
listen.
bunnies.
All the snow bunnies.
Okay.
Y'all
Well,
are
what kind of
beautiful
flack did you
too.
get? What they say to you?
They were just like, "What's wrong with white girls?" And like, we cool too. Like,
Right.
we popping.
Okay.
Like, why you hating on us?
So-
And I was just like, I'm not hating. I just wanted to say,
The way it was worded.
the way it was
wrong.
worded was different from how I felt.
Right.
Like, the way it was worded, it seemed like I only want to date white girls. And I was like, that's furthest from the truth. I love all races and shades of colors.
Thanks for convincing
Look
us.
at your PC happening right now. he try to. I don't want to make nobody mad. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I want to let you live. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I didn't want to like disappoint the black women that were still
Right,
listening.
yeah.
But I also like,
Yeah, I see what you did.
had to shout out
I feel that. Sometimes you gotta
some
walk,
of,
walk the line. You know what I'm
the
saying?
I ain't mad at
Caucasian
it.
women.
Yeah, it's all right. We're from
I love y'all
Caucasia. We
too.
still love you.
If you from Caucasia.
So, fellas, I'm feeling good. This is
Caucasia.
This is fun.
Yeah.
One of the things that stood out to me this week, actually, was just today. Did y'all listen to that Joyner Lucas track?
Yes, we did. What's it called?
Ninja.
Devil's Work. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to hype it up too much, but Joyner to me has got to be the person that has excelled the fastest in the conversation of like GOAT or dope MC or like whatever, like the fastest. Like he has not
the GOAT.
I'm not saying GOAT. I'm just saying like in that talk of like he's definitely in top 10 right when he came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would argue that he's going to be in some people's top 5. Joyner dropped this track. What is it called? Devil's Work. To me, it's like
the video's hard.
The video's hard. The visuals are dope.
The message
dope. The
is
message
amazing.
is dope. This is what rap is supposed to be at its like best. I think like just the message.
Wait, how long has he been out? You say he's
probably like 2.
He's been out for a minute,
yeah,
but like he really
popping.
came on the scene since I'm not racist.
Yeah,
that's what like really.
That's the first
launched them, but he had stuff way hard before that. But I mean, let's be honest. That's when like everybody started noticing. I'm not.
So he's just like a spitter, though, right? From what I get, like this song has no like bridge or chorus. It's just straight bars, right? Or was there a?
I think it was straight bars.
Yeah, I think he just straight.
Anyways, but this kind of brings me back to the conversation that me and you used to have, right? Oh, excuse me. This drink got me all on my chest. Excuse me. How people would be like, yo, this dude's tight, and they all be like backpack rap and all that stuff. Whatever. We'd be like, yo, cats are missing it, because I understand that people have been spitting rap with like all kind of dope messages for a long time, but it just didn't get you like in your ear. It just wasn't appealing. They couldn't do both. That's what we was talking about. One of J. Cole's albums versus Kendrick or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And J. Cole being one of our favorite artists. One of his albums was like, message-wise, and I think we were arguing about this. Was it For Your Eyes Only? Yes.
For Your Eyes Only.
Oh, yeah.
Message-wise, it was savage. Like, you know, like, I felt them and everything. But, like, sonically and, like, production-wise, I felt a little underwhelmed. Just a little underwhelmed. Like,
I haven't revisited that album since we had that talk.
I revisited it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Well, because I heard KOD, and then like it just made me be like, okay, he could have done.
Was it the vibe of it, or was it just overall was just a dud? It felt like
It just felt like a dud. It just felt like I don't know. Like I like the idea of what he was trying to do.
For Your Eyes is Neighbors, right? Neighbors Know My Name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a dope album, and everything was sick and stuff about it, and I very much appreciated it for what it was. But for me, and everybody may not be like this, but for me, I feel like the true artistry in somebody like Joyner or another artist is like you can mix that banger, head bobbing music with your message.
Right.
So you hitting it on all fronts, and I feel like he does it all the time.
He's really crafting how to do that. Like he's really taking his time with, like, he hasn't even put out like a album, right? Like he's just putting out singles at this point.
This is the first one. Actually, to be honest, this is the first one I heard. I was like, I messed with it.
Oh, really?
Before I just felt like he was gimmicky. Like it was just like I'm just.
Have you seen his?
I'm not racist.
I don't even. No, I'm not racist. Was dope.
But he has a one with him and Chris Brown. And he goes off on
that was cool. Yeah, he goes off on that. But even before all that, he has a bunch of stuff. He has one about like his boy committing suicide. That was dope, crazy. He has another one about. It's like an Italian kid's name, Johnny Cipriani or something like that, where he goes two different perspectives of like the victim and the person who was like the sailor or whatever you call it. That was crazy though.
He really makes songs. Like, he makes songs. He doesn't make like
like they're
rap
projects.
Yeah, it's not like a rap song where you're just talking your shit. Like he like really has a message in most of his songs, and you like really.
Wait, so he has mixtapes out right now, or he has?
He definitely has a mixtape out that's like old.
This song is fire, man. This song is so dope.
Yeah, the video,
I love all the people he calls out to. He talking about Trump and all the
Fox News correspondents.
Yeah, it's just like everybody. Why is God taking away all the good people and leaving all the bad people?
Right.
That's how it kind of starts off in the beginning. Like, God, why you doing this? I'm just trying to understand, whatever. But then at the end, he like twisted. Like, I know it's not you. I know this is the devil's work.
Right.
Or whatever. And that it's dope. If you have not seen it, listen to it. You definitely need to check it out. Even if you're not a fan of rap, even if you're not a fan of Joyner, you just like, it's art.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Right.
It's art.
And while you're on YouTube, make sure you check us out too. You know what I mean?
Check what out?
Our video we just uploaded today.
Oh, yes.
Our episode 1?
Yeah.
Our episode 2.
Yes.
Actually.
Plug. Go ahead and plug it.
check out episode 1 of our podcast.
Absolutely.
Which you can find on Bruhmigos.
Here's another thing though. It's like we have no idea where our stuff is.
I kept looking at Brandon like, am I saying it right?
I don't know where it's at. You check YouTube somewhere. We got a website. We got. I don't know where you can
Well,
find
actually,
the podcast.
Bruhmigos.com will take you everywhere you need to go.
Bruhmigos. That's BRUH
MIG.
Migos.com.
SEO, yeah.
And we're at some point going to have everything up and running.
Yes.
But it's a work in progress, man. So just search us.
If you listen this far, thank you.
Right.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
But speaking of music, I was having this conversation with somebody, and I was telling her, like, I like a lot of genres of music, and I've noticed that a lot of the black people that I kind of interact with, they kind of only, not necessarily only listen to rap and R&B, but that's like the main thing, and they don't really know too many things outside of like pop music, really.
Okay.
And I was like kind of explaining that, like, I guess to describe me as my musical taste, I'm like alternative black.
Oh god.
Like I feel like
I said, remember the last episode we said with Kid Cudi is like black emo.
yeah, but I like stuff like that. But then I also like will listen to like Paramore and stuff like that,
doesn't
and
make
then
black emo. Paramore's legit.
very-
yeah.
that's-
they're
but then I'll
legit.
listen to like some jazz or like listen to
We're still waiting for something that's different.
Yeah, you just sound like you like a lot of different music. I don't know what's alternative
but-
about you being black.
a lot.
Because right now you're stereotyping black people as only like
I am stereotyping.
Yeah,
black
that's
people.
what you're doing.
Well, I guess
Who
I'm
wants
talking
all the
to-
smoke from everybody?
Comment him, text him, tweet him, talk about it. Alternative black, white women. What's wrong with you?
Why are you bringing that back up?
We
was
see
off
which one
that.
this guy is. We see which
We was
one
off
he is.
that. Man.
Go ahead, PC. You
Now
finish.
I can't even. I can't even finish. I don't even know where I was going with that now.
The one trying to be the most politically correct.
What
Talking
was
himself into a
the
hoe.
last or most recent like song not hip hop that you're like that's my itch?
Ain't nobody tell me nothing.
Heck no. There's this.
What is that?
What? Are you serious?
Bro, what rock are you
Lil
living
Nas
under?
X.
Come on.
Old Time Country Road?
I haven't heard his song. I know
Those
what that is.
in
though.
my bag. Reeboks in my shoes.
There's a
don't know
song by this guy. I guess his name is Rex Orange County, and
Is it from Orange County?
I guess so.
Orange County, Florida, or California?
Rex Orange County. I don't know.
What's the
Orange
song?
County. It's called "Loving Is Easy."
Loving is easy.
It's such a. It's a really like.
Let's see what alternative beat to.
Oh, God.
Let's see what
Just play a snippet of this song.
Let's
I
see
need
what
to know.
alternative black people listen to.
What is it called,
Let's
Rex?
see.
Okay, here we go.
I really
Pop it
bang
up.
with this song.
All right, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. Hold on.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit. Come on.
Just. This must be the music.
Oh, yeah,
video.
Jid in it though.
Oh, Jid in there?
Oh no, never mind. That's not Jid. Damn, I'm getting all.
Oh, is that him wearing a golf shirt?
I don't wanna see you cry.
Wait, this is not the song that I was talking about though. This is a different song.
Oh, okay.
This sounds like something you listen to, though.
Anyways, this is not the song that I was talking about.
Okay, too.
Alternative too.
Alternative.
Alternative.
B2.
No, but I could kind of vibe with that though. I like the little, the chill.
It's just something different.
Yeah, I like that.
That's very
In the
alternative
podcast,
black of you.
when I edit this, I'm gonna put the actual song. that I was
We can't give him this one to edit. All these jokes will be cut out. Go overdub, hire some people to. B2 is the greatest. Oh, man.
But
So what's up?
so we just kind of I asked you like a few minutes ago about Dax getting on social media.
Yeah. No.
With Instagram deciding to test out and potentially permanently remove likes from Instagram, if you guys don't know.
Yeah, I do know.
Instagram and Twitter are both testing out. I think it's in Canada and Britain right now. And they're going to remove likes and make followers less prominent on your profile.
Wait, what do you mean by make followers less prominent?
So you don't see it. Like you got to like kind of click through a couple things where instead of like where you go now, it says Asa B.
X amount of followers.
Followers.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. Oh,
Different
okay.
spots, so it's not like the main where your eyes first see on the page.
I like how Snapchat does it. No one knows.
right.
Like
It
people
doesn't matter
don't.
who you
People,
follow, it
yeah,
doesn't
people
matter how
don't
many
know I
followers you
have
have.
250,000 followers on Snapchat.
Damn.
Yeah, nobody knows that.
We only have 100 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
How does that work out?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just Just know that I have 250,000 followers on Snapchat.
So considering that change, do you think that would still change? That would change your? Do you think that change? Do you think that even changes the overall like environment of social media if they take away likes and stuff?
I don't know. I think I think only time will tell. Like, I think the initial practice run of whatever we're doing, I don't know how big of an effect it will have because people's minds are still wired to like those likes or
I like the effort. I
appreciate the effort for sure.
The effort.
Yeah.
I like the effort. I mean, I actually was just talking to somebody about this today. Here's what gets me going about social media. I feel like I have a very healthy relationship with social media, with Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. I don't care about my likes. I don't care about my followers. The one thing that gets me going is the engagement, right? So I know you guys will see me like post like little questions and so I should do it a little bit more. But like I'll post like a question, a controversial question. Like I think the last one I did was like, should the woman submit to the man in marriage? Just to throw it out there and see what people think. I love the engagement. I love people hitting me back. You crazy? No, it's the woman. It's the man. It's you know, like that. I like that, right? The dialogue. I don't care about likes and followers and all that stuff. So I feel like what could happen is you take away the likes. People can't really see it. Who cares? It's the engagement that'll matter. So when you start typing something, that's actual effort. That means like you actually cared enough to engage and say something.
Right.
Tapping I've seen people go like on their phone, scroll tap, and they don't really care. They're just scroll tap. Also,
well, on every picture they just be going through.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. Now here's the thing, like even I'll do this though, like, and I don't do it on purpose, but I subconsciously just do it. Like I'll just scroll and look, and I might like something, but I don't actually physically double tap. But I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's dope. I react to it,
You don't do it yet.
but I don't do anything. Like it's not natural for me to double tap, and then sometimes I have to consciously be like, oh yeah, let me show this person I appreciate them by liking. And then there's those weird posts where it's like someone died, and then you feel like I don't want to like it. Yeah,
do I like that the person died, or am I supporting?
Yeah, like am I supporting this post, or am I saying,
mean?
hey, mom's passed away, cool, double tap? Like that's weird.
I feel like you should probably just make a comment, like if you.
But then what do you say?
Sorry for your loss.
So generic.
I mean, what are you gonna say on social media? That
Exactly.
Really
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. That's how it feels. Like
I feel like I'm a little different. I don't.
If it's somebody like you really care about, I get that. But then you shoot them a text or something.
I think I am more conscious of like who likes my picture, like who follows me or whatever. So I don't really get on social media like that. Yeah, like I stay away from it because it's like.
It always surprises me. Like people like they know when someone like unfollowed them.
I don't know that.
Oh, they have,
I don't even know. Yeah.
Now hold on. I only know that because on our business one that we use, we have an app like that that tells you when something. I don't have one for my personal, but yeah, you can see like this person unfollowed me. Yeah. That's weird, man.
Well, I'm hearing people like, they unfollowed me. I'm like, what the? But I think it's gonna change it because Facebook and all these people, they know what they're doing. So like when you, for instance, on Facebook, they're trying to like trigger like dopamine, like a drip. So like if you get 100, let's say you get 100 likes right now, and you refresh the page, they may only show you 10 right now. Then you refresh it again, they're gonna show you another 12. Oh, you got 100 at once.
Yeah.
They cascade them so you get that different, like, oh yes, I got another. So you get that dopamine feel where you're like, oh yes.
They do that?
Yes, all that's engineered. All this
what?
They know exactly. They know where you look at the screen the most. They know everything. They know every little thing. That's
crazy.
So it's like that's why it seems like it's not much, but as much as like engineering and stuff that goes into this, like they literally know everything.
It's real,
like where your thumb is at on your phone the most, all that.
That's crazy.
Like everything, like because it's ridiculous when you really break it down. Like
I think society, like as a society, it is a big issue. Social media is an issue, and the reason why I say I appreciate the effort is like they're at least acknowledging that it is becoming a problem, is a problem, and especially with like kids and stuff like that. Like
I couldn't imagine
living my life going like I post something and now I'm at the mercy of everyone, and if I don't get at least whatever it is to you, 1,000, 100, whatever. If I don't get that, I'm not validated. My perspective or whatever is not valid. Like that was stupid. I shouldn't have. And then you get all depressed and you feel stupid. Like, oh shoot, I should have never posted that. Like, that's just that's no way to live. Like, you really got to be free.
I think you just have to know yourself. I think because I feel like I have those moments where I'll be like, man, I shouldn't have posted that. Or I shouldn't have did that story or whatever because either nobody commented on it or like nobody like everybody skipped through it or whatever, or I felt dumb for just posting it just on my personal level or whatever. So I think you just have to know yourself and know how to use social media responsibly.
Yeah,
basically.
I mean, it's
everybody's different.
It's easier for us because we're that digital analog generation.
Yeah, right.
We grew up with it, not in it.
Yeah.
We still had to go outside and play and like whatever, but we can come back in. Dang, keep hitting my mic. We started like, you know, like I said, we grew up with it, right? But there's kids right now who that's all they know.
Right.
There's nothing else. And growing up in that climate environment,
that's right.
being that connected, there's pros and cons to it. Like if we would have had Instagram in high school, our parties would have been way more cracking. They was cracking already, but like we would have been over the top.
I was just thinking that right now. Yeah, I couldn't imagine being that young. Like just knowing how dumb we were when we were that age, and like just there's power to like that social media. Like overall, like you can have the whole school talking about one person or whatever, you know, whatever it is, just off of that, and you're not even in school. Whereas you know you have no escape anymore. Like it's not like, oh shit.
Could you imagine getting roasted in school, but your roast is a meme and like everybody knows? Like that's
someone videos someone else roasting you and now it's online forever.
Now everybody roasting you. Like everybody walking around calling you Carlton or something.
He ain't got no nipples.
Right, like oh man. That's hard, and that's why I think it's such a big thing with kids and like bullying and all this other crazy stuff. Because social media, man, can get real, but
it can be taken to the next level now.
Which to answer, and go all the way back to answering your point, Dax will not be having social media for a long time, and I just don't think it's necessary
at all.
I don't think it's needed. Yeah. So,
what age would you give him a cell phone though? Maybe not for social media use.
It depends. It just depends on what he's doing. I had a cell phone in junior high school.
That's right.
Now that's back before cell phones were like a thing.
$100 bill for like 10 messages sent.
Yeah, like that was back when the don't call me until after 9.
You remember the sidekick days?
AIM.
Yeah, having the phone and you be on the phone like.
Oh man, what was a phone number? Hey, let me get your screen name. What's up? And then you had that little flip, that little rotate. Like that was actually a dope design. Whoever designed that, y'all need to bring that back. That flip was dope. That little.
That's like the original.
Everybody had the baby fat version. Oh, yeah. All the different versions. The worst phones in the world was those Nextel chirps.
Wait, is that the one where it was like a walkie-talkie?
Everybody and playing. Those were the first phones that like played music all super loud. Yeah. The ringtones.
Loud wasn't even the word. It was like another it was like a megaphone.
Yeah.
Man, like everybody talked on speakerphone at that point. It was the worst. Just. Hey, yo, man, where you? I'm like, just call him. Stop walkie-talkie.
Gotta say my minutes, my dude.
Right. I hit me on the walkie. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I hated those. I never had one, but I hated them. With a passion.
That good old Nextel.
So I think it's going to be different by the time he's older anyways. And I don't think I'm going to have to buy him a car, which is a pro.
That's really dope.
I really don't think I'm going to have to buy him a car because self-driving cars are for sure.
Well, Elon Musk said by next year he's going to have... excuse me, 1 million self-driving Teslas on the road. So with an update, he's able to...
Do you believe him?
I don't disbelieve him.
So then you believe him? So then you believe him?
I don't know if he'll hit 1 million, but I think he's definitely going to have that in operation. Because so pretty much if you have... Okay, so if you have a Tesla Model S right now, he's saying next year he's going to be able to send an update to your computer, to your car, and they're essentially going to start their own Tesla app. So with that, you can send your car out as a taxi, and it'll come back and park itself, and you have nothing to do with it. So if you have your car here,
bruh,
you like send it out, and it goes like an Uber, like pretty much.
That's crazy.
And then it comes back when it's done, and that's it. Parks itself.
Like that's dope. That's crazy, but it's dope. Let me ask you this: what movie plot are we living out right now? If you were to say we're living out a movie plot, which would it be? Because we're clearly following along the lines of something. We're trying to recreate dinosaurs. We out here trying to travel into the future.
Are we really trying to recreate dinosaurs? Is that a thing?
Could have just been a meme.
Okay.
But memes are like real
They're bringing back. Well, they're bringing back like mammoths and like they're trying to bring back like those fossilized.
That's animals. Crazy. Like we haven't had 10 Jurassic Parks.
Well, they say in China they're doing some crazy shit right now with like CRISPR and all that. Like,
oh god.
They got like, they're just doing some crazy like human ape.
I'm pretty sure we're living out iRobot.
I can't remember how.
Yeah.
We are living out iRobot.
Eventually, we're gonna have like robots just in our house.
Yeah, like absolutely. And I want to say Google is gonna be.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Flip a switch, and then all the robots are gonna turn on us. Choke out everybody.
Dog. We're like living in all those futuristic times.
It's like we got so smart, we got stupid. Like all the information became available to everybody, and now we have like people that aren't vaccinating their kids. Like we have people like all type of.
Because everybody's opinions is like you can find anything to match whatever opinion you want to have.
That's a good point too, because we were just talking about this before we hit record on the thing. My thing is this. I'm cool with living with everybody with different opinions, right? Me and you differ from a lot of stuff. Me and B differ from a lot of stuff. I think people are just way too sensitive about what hate speech is, or people don't really know how to live or like how to like live with or associate with people who don't don't agree with them, whatever.
Right.
And one of my actual favorite TED Talks, I think I may have sent it to you guys, is that thing. It was called like Dare to Disagree or something like that.
Right.
And it talked about the value that someone brings to your life that completely and utterly disagrees with you.
Right.
This was in the context of like researching something, trying to prove something, but that person on this, I'm paraphrasing right now. Go watch it. But there was a person that was trying to study something and prove some thesis, and there's a person on the team who their sole job was to prove them wrong, right? And only by you not being able to prove me wrong was I confident in being able to be right about this particular matter. But we naturally associate ourselves with people who agree with us,
right?
When we should really take value in people that disagree with us. Because it's an opportunity to like learn something. It's an opportunity to be open. But most people aren't open to learning something new.
Yeah.
So I just always feel like I always listen to the intent of what someone is saying. I can 100% wholeheartedly disagree with either how you live, what you're saying, what you do. But I can respect you as a person who is fervent in their beliefs.
Right. I think period. I think the issue too is that people need to realize like no one has this figured out. Like no one's right. No matter how
right.
Yeah, no matter how, strongly you feel about something or whatever, no one has this all figured out. So just like live like how you gonna tell someone to do your thing like this way or what they believe in or hate speech, and it's just like.
But the other thing is everybody delivers things different. Like look at Two getting flack from all the white girls right now. Like he was just trying to say he's not exclusive to white girls. But if you say that,
I think it was your setup, Asa. The way you,
of course I said it. I absolutely said it. I knew what I was doing. 100% set
I feel like this episode should be called "I Love White Girls."
Right. All right. Sure. But then, what are your black queens gonna feel about that?
That's gonna be a quote, though.
Like, why? Let me ask you something. Why would you say?
Right, I was making a joke. You're not about to go down this road.
Here we go. Y'all hear that, black girls? He said he should name the whole episode. The whole episode.
Because y'all keep bringing it up. I was just trying to address a situation.
Anyways, my point is just like we could talk about it later, but I just really, I love talking to people of different opinions from me because I feel like I can learn something from them or whatever. And even if I wholeheartedly disagree, I'm cool with being like, hey, bro, nah, I don't agree with you at all, but I love you. Right. But nah, you like blue, I like green.
And it's like you just gotta know what's going on in the world. Like, we all live in bubbles. And if you don't, go outside of it, you just getting that same confirmation bias.
Absolutely.
Just over and over and over and over, and not realizing that there's people.
Yeah, that's weak. Yeah. That's weak. I think it's just weak. Like when people act like that, it's weak.
That's why I like going on white supremacist forums. That
What?
Remember I told you guys about this in the group chat? Like I'll be like,
you did say something like that.
Yeah, like there's a it's called Stormfront. And it's like a white. It's like this is like an OG one too.
Bruh, you be doing like, randomest stuff. Who does it? Like, how did you one day go? I'm about to infiltrate. Like I want to see what they do.
I don't know. Let me think. This is like high school.
See what they talking about.
Right.
I think it started on Nike Talk. Is when I first saw it.
Are you still going Nike Talk?
No, I've been on Nike Talk in years.
I was about to say.
It got like the sneaker culture kind of just.
Yeah.
It just got whack.
Oh, okay.
The people that were in it, but yeah, that was like, damn. I was on there for like 10 years, heavy every day.
Bruh, every day you was on Nike Talk and Black Planet. Black people meet.
I almost spit over the whole thing.
So you're in here infiltrating the KKK. Why?
Black Klansmen.
You just gotta know what's going on. You gotta know, like, you know what I mean? You got people that are just regular people out here, but then they're on the Stormfront talking all this white nationalist Nazi stuff. So it's just more so just to see. But it's also I like to see because they use like words. They use codes. There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Like, everyone uses words.
Dog whistles.
Yeah, there you go. Dog whistles. And it's just to see what they're saying and just how misinformed. I really like to do. I go in there when it's like a major news story.
Yeah.
Just to see like on both sides.
What's the climate?
And you just see. Well, really, the thing is too is that once you go on both, like if you're on like let's say a conservative like that, like a Stormfront, like white nationalists, and then you go to the super left,
like the super liberal,
like it's all. Once you get so far, it's all become the same. Just like just stupid. Like that's just distraction. You're not even talking about nothing.
That's how I feel about the news sometimes. Like with the super liberal people, like they don't take any time to understand.
Nobody
people like Trump or like why they always assume that people that like Trump are stupid. Like how could you love him? He's doing this, and this, and they always give like their 10 PowerPoints as to why Trump needs to be out of office and stuff.
Right.
And it's just like if everybody would just harmonize and just listen to each other.
Oh man,
we'd actually have a country that runs a little better.
This shit's terrible. You know, like it's like 2/3 of bankruptcy is all from medical expenses in America.
Oh, I believe it.
That's crazy.
I believe it.
Dang, that's deep.
That's crazy.
Especially if you don't have insurance. It's crazy. I remember I had to go to the hospital like last year or something like that because I thought like I was having like
a heart attack.
Bad chest. Well, I had bad chest pain and I didn't know what it was, so they put me in the hospital and they took a test. Like all they did was like do like this chest test, and after that I was sitting on the bed for like an hour or two.
Dang.
And like luckily I had insurance or whatever, but my bill still came back to like $500 just for like, because they charged me for the test and they charged me for sitting on the bed.
All the time he was there.
Yeah.
And the sheets.
How much did you get charged when you got alcohol poisoning the night of QCAB when we were sophomores? Do you remember that?
Woo! Let's go shot for shot.
We had a college dance.
Sophomore year.
Two, you've had a few times where you tried to box
I've been to the hospital a lot. Now that I think about it.
You needed insurance very early on in life. Yo, let me tell you, this is a quick funny story. Was it sophomore year?
Sophomore year.
No, it was definitely junior year.
Was it junior year?
Oh yeah, because he had the house already.
Yeah, we had the Yellow House.
No.
It was sophomore
We
year.
were Strawberry Banks.
Yeah,
it was
we were Strawberry
definitely
Banks.
sophomore year.
Because my date to the dance,
It was definitely sophomore year.
someone different.
It was definitely
So, definitely sophomore year. B2 decided that this was his time to boss up. His nickname was Baby Bird in college, okay? So Baby Bird was ready to become Big Bird, and he was tired of getting outdrank by all his homies. This was his night. So he decided, I'm drinking with everybody. I'm going shot for shot with everybody. He was going shot for shot. Me and B, everybody, whatever. So,
can I just preference that all I had to eat that day was like 2 Eggos.
It doesn't matter.
That's all I had to eat. But I was like, I thought I was a boss.
Rookie mistake number 1.
It was.
Didn't you and I go shot for shot?
No, it was really me and B.
Yeah, we went.
He was
shot for
he was
shot.
talking the most. I mean, everybody was talking shit, but like he was talking the most. So I was like, nah, fuck it, man. He came with my manhood. I don't care if I die. I'm gonna take these shots.
You really did not care if you was about
I'm
to
gonna take these shots.
2 went shot. 4 shot. And I don't remember how many it was.
It was like 12.
It was like 12.
It was something ridiculous.
On an
Anyways,
empty stomach.
everybody was good. We drive into the place. We get to the place.
I was good until I sat down.
No rap.
He sat down, and then we was like,
It was at the zoo. It was at the zoo.
Yeah, we was like, hey, two, get up. Now, we're sitting at this bench, and it was one of the, like, where there's a whole bunch of rocks. Like, that was the decor. There was a bunch of rocks out there on the floor. So, two sits down, and I guess you shouldn't really sit down when you drink that much, because as soon as you get up, it's going to all hit you. So, two gets up, and he just wham, face first into the rocks. Everyone's like, ooh. Long story short, B2 wakes up in the hospital, and his mom's there.
No, definitely not. No, don't even do that. Definitely not. My mom did not fly down.
Hey, B2's mom was in the hospital with him.
No.
What'd you do to my baby boy?
Right.
Definitely not. That is not what happened. That is definitely
Mr.
not
House
what
like,
happened.
come on, son.
That's definitely not what happened.
Bro, that was the day you lost your man.
No, I definitely. No, no. It had to have been the Yellow House because I woke back. I remember
this is a different time. You've been to the hospital multiple times.
This might be a different time. I'm thinking of something else.
Time I'm talking about, your mother came out.
Did your dad come out the other time by himself? Or another time by himself?
I don't know about his dad coming out. But by himself.
Okay.
Did he?
I
just know your mom was there. She was very concerned.
No,
She drove all the way from Maryland.
I think that was
see her
because
baby
I got
with an IV in his arm.
I think that's because I was sick. I think I was sick. Nah, I think that was a different time. I think we're mixing two different
Anyways,
stories.
health insurance had that. You can't get that. Especially if your manhood's being
Testing.
tested.
I still remember that. Do you remember what happens when you really test your Hold on, let me just bring this up.
What?
You remember when Ellis and 2 started talking crazy?
Oh, I remember that.
This is what happened.
Wait, you have a picture of
It's
that?
on my Instagram. Hold on, yeah, I can pull it up.
Why don't you? I want to hear you talk about it.
There's nothing much to say. I remember being drunk. I remember it was like you, Asa.
You guys get really. So what usually
Brandon,
happens
Asa,
is
and Marion was in the house, and it was like just me and Elliot.
Yeah.
And then y'all were in our house talking shit.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
we were just like, the fuck? No, I think
Y'all was getting super rambunctious because they was feeling the liquid courage, and me, Brandon over there, and our boy Marion, who y'all may not know yet.
explicit.
Yo, if you can't see that picture, zoom in.
Oh, yeah.
That there is. Well, I know some people are just listening.
For those who are just listening, it is a picture of me shirtless. And me and my roommate Elliot shirtless. I was shirtless at least.
Yeah.
And we're hogtied.
with PlayStation controllers.
You gotta use what's around you. So
Look at Ellis
face
looking,
down.
right, face down on the floor.
Look at Ellis is really looking like bad.
Right.
Damn, 2 got no shirt,
That's
no
a real
socks.
tie, bro. Like y'all hands back to back. I mean, hog tied. Like I don't know if you guys know what a hog tie is, but these dudes are.
Well, didn't it start off with? Isn't this the day 2 wanted to wrestle everybody?
Yeah, it was.
We have a video of that, I'm sure,
2 was
somewhere.
like, I'll wrestle you right now.
2 was like becoming a man this day. Like he was just.
There's a lot of I was becoming a man moments.
2 was ready
Baby
to.
Bird was tired of it.
2 was ready to buck that night.
Man, so me,
I was
Brandon,
tired
and
of Baby
Mary,
Bird.
we just had to manhandle him, tie him up, and calm him down. We was like, "Hey, you done?"
And
On the floor with his hands tied behind his back, laying down, could barely talk because his mouth is in the carpet, still talking mess. Let me go. Let me go.
Just wait till I get up.
I'll wrestle all y'all.
Ryan, why aren't you helping
I
us?
swear, if I can find that video, man, we need to post that.
I forgot what it would be on. Cause, yeah, what do we record? What do we
I
have
don't
now?
know. We had DV tapes back then, so I told you I have a big bag of tapes of stuff that we just filmed and like did like all stuff, freestyles and raps and tying y'all up and dancing in the rain and
Right.
all that weird stuff.
I think it's crazy to see that Brandon. You know, the out of control, always trying to prove myself,
Right,
Brandon.
right.
To now where I'm more calm and tranquil.
Right.
And, you know, I get along with everybody.
Self-assured.
Yeah.
I will say, you know what's funny is, man, your dating life has changed dramatically.
Right. I was going to segue into that.
Yeah, because this is a perfect segue.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. B2, known as the bleeding heart. Right. Oh, God. He is. He is the bleeding heart. B2 is the bleeding heart. B2 wears his heart on his sleeve. B2 is the sweetest, the nicest guy ever. When we met freshman year, me and you dormed and roomed together.
Right.
Our sophomore year in college, and it was at that time when I realized like B2 is a what do you call it? Hopeless romantic or helpless? Is it hopeless or hopeless?
I think it's hopeless.
Hopeless romantic. He's a hopeless romantic. I once had the pleasure of being the chauffeur of one of his.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
One of his Valentine's Day.
I forgot. I remember that.
Whole charades or
Man.
whatever you want to call
But
it.
if we're going to talk about it, we got to talk about it.
I want you to tell your story.
I kind of forget what happened, but I know that I had like a whole thing planned, like where I had the room set
Roses.
up, like roses and candles,
The whole thing.
and then I had you, Asa, drive to her dorm, pick her up, bring her back, and then
Hold on. Hey, I was a good roommate.
Yeah.
Good one, okay?
Yeah.
Because I had no.
You got dressed up too, huh?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
did it.
he had the whole thing. He was dressed up nice.
I had the jacket. I had the chauffeur look. I pulled up. Right. I pulled up, ready to go. I opened the door for her. She was so confused. and then to top it off, like,
Oh, you put her on the dorm?
yeah.
Oh, that's
I
swagging.
think, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I had to sneak her.
Yeah.
I had to sneak her in.
Because we weren't allowed to have.
You're not allowed to have
We were allowed to have girls in our dorm.
I forgot about that. Not allowed to have girls in your dorm room. But I went and picked this girl up as a chauffeur.
And they lived in like an old hotel. So there was a security guard you had to pass through.
And the security guard would check your car first to make sure you ain't had nothing. He look in the back seat and make sure you ain't had nothing. And then he would wave you on. So I had to, I forgot what I did. I don't know if I covered her with blankets or something.
You put a blanket over her.
I think I put a blanket over her. Yeah, I put a blanket or something. The security guard
Some girls had to go in the trunk. That's for another story.
Oh, man. Yeah. Anyway, so put a blanket over her, and then I brought her in, whatever, and she came in. So the whole point was B2 had this whole elaborate romantic night planned, and I think they had...
Did you help him plan it, or you just let him? You just watched him?
No, I think this was all you on this one.
Yeah, I think
because I wasn't the biggest fan of this girl.
Oh, that's right.
Too. Yeah. I was not.
Yeah.
Nobody was a fan of this girl. First of all, nobody wanted him to do this because none of our friend group thought that this girl was really worth Two's time, but Two being the hard-headed, in love person that he is,
deeply in love,
just fell deeply in love with this girl. So as a good roommate, even though I was against it,
right,
I helped my man's out. So we brought her out there. They had like this little dinner because our dorm room was kind of on the ocean, on like a bay. So if you walked outside to the yard, there was like water and stuff. So he had like this little romantic dinner set up and all this stuff or whatever. And it was beautiful. It was so beautiful.
It was a beautiful night.
And such a waste.
It was.
Why do you say that?
Waste of
let me hear why you think it's a waste and why you think it's a waste.
You tell me why it was a waste for you.
But why was it a waste, like immediately after? Do you think it was a waste or like now looking back 10 years later?
I think looking back 10 years later it was a waste. But at the time I couldn't, you couldn't tell me it was a waste. Like I still had feelings for her.
Gotcha.
Like no matter even if she would do some cruddy shit, like you couldn't. To me, I was
why
like,
though? I don't think I ever asked you that. Like everybody told you, like,
right,
bruh, drop it.
Yeah.
She's not the one.
Yeah,
she's not. I think the biggest thing was she just wasn't right for you.
Right. No,
like, wasn't right. She was kind of dull.
She was a bad person.
Yeah, she wasn't a terrible person. Like, just it didn't fit right with you.
Yeah.
And we were just kind of like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This is not a match. We've all had that, though. I've had crushes back in Hampton where I look back and go, what was I on?
Yeah.
Like, but that was a big one. I mean, I never did anything like romantic like that. I never did nothing like that. But
no, I think at that time, I think just watching you guys and then like seeing at the time because like
yes. I remember. Okay, go ahead.
Like for y'all, it would just come so easy from my perspective.
Right.
Like you guys hooking up or like talking to girls or whatever. It would just be the situation would just kind of happen. Like
yeah,
and it would kind of like fall in your lap. Whereas me, like if I allowed just a situation to just happen, I wouldn't get her, or I would like something would happen, fuck it up. Looking at this guy over here. My wife.
Wait, hold on. The reason why I'm dying laughing right now, I'm about to cry, is because what you're describing right now was the birth of the show. Which we never really elaborated on. We said it in the first episode, but we never really talked about the birth.
The show was birthed because I mean the show is the reason why I did all that stuff for that girl. Because like I just felt like I needed to go the extra mile just to get some love.
But the show helped us out though.
The show helped y'all out. The show helped y'all out.
Dial it back. We have to introduce to the world the artist formerly known as The Show.
I wish we had a video clip of this.
We have to have it somewhere. It's somewhere because it happened all the time. Okay, B2, formerly known as The Show.
Now here's why he's called that.
Okay, this is a good point to make because each one of our friends, we had distinct roles, right? Mm-hmm. And I think we had just such a great mix of friends. We had Ryan. Ryan is like Reverend Brother Ryan, designated driver guy.
We pray for everybody before we go out.
Yeah, pray for it. Like, he kept the moral compass.
And he would have a 7-Eleven under his mattress. He had
tasty cakes.
juices, everything. He just looked.
Well, you had the
up.
munchies. Hey, yo, let's go to Ryan's little
that
tasty cake
mattress
shop.
up.
Yeah, lift that mattress up. So Ryan was that guy. Then you had Marion. Marion was like the big brother, the tall dude. I think everybody just felt comfortable. Marion took care of everybody.
Marion was
Marion's
Marion's the ultimate team player.
Yeah, Marion is vigilant at making sure the group is safe. Hey, you get over here. You stop. Come here. Right here. Marion is like, that's how Marion is. You stop it. Come here. You're doing too much. Like that was Marion's role. Then you had Elliot was actually very needed. His role might be underestimated, but Elliot just let everything happen to him.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. That's a great way to put it.
Elliot was open for whatever just fell into his lap.
That's a great way.
And that you need those low maintenance friends who's just like, yo, whatever, doc.
This is what you're doing.
Yeah, he was always down for whatever and whatever.
Driving to South Carolina, dude.
Yeah, I guess that's what we doing. Yeah. And then, cause I mean, we had a lot of friends, but this was like I'm just gonna introduce like our core six.
The trio group.
Our two trio groups, I guess. And then me and Brandon pretty much would try to run point with each other. Like we had a good give and take on like, all right, let's go talk to this group of girls, like the icebreakers. Like, okay, we try to break the ice. Like, do shy, brother.
Just a stupid shit.
Yeah, we just do a bunch of stupid stuff. Like, hey, I'm gonna pretend to be shy. You go, whatever. We would do a bunch of just dumb stuff. What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead. I want.
Anyway, so we were kind of like the icebreakers, the guys who hit the front line. Now, B2 was the most essential part of this group, the glue.
That's it.
And it is a hard job. But this man
Never seen it done before.
Never. And we didn't give him this role. This just
happened.
How it happened.
He was all like, "Oh shit."
The show.
Too much.
Because B2, look at him. Just smile at the camera too. B2's got a smile. B2 is a friendly man. He just is nice. Every girl feels comfortable with 2, right? So he is the guy that, when you look at our group, you don't feel threatened or like you're about to be preyed on or whatever. Like everybody's fun, everybody's good. And then B2 just was like the poster boy of that, right? So B2, how he naturally is, just always wanted to make everybody feel comfortable and everybody feel good. So anytime the music got playing and going, B2 was the main one out there dancing. And I'm talking about like by himself. Chris Brown, Chris Breezy, like, get it poppin'. Like he was like, so we used to call him the show because what would happen is, let's say girls would come over, we'd all be hanging out, talking, having drinks, the music would come on, and here come B2. Moonwalking and like dancing, but handing girls drinks and like moonwalking back and like trying to give everybody a lap dance.
And then it evolved until where we got to where like we would stop the whole party.
Oh, you would stop the party.
Put a chair down.
Oh yeah,
and then like, here comes the show. Let's go.
When we recognize his strength and his power, it would get to the point where it was like, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the show. We would
but y'all would hype it up too.
Yeah, we would hype it.
You ain't heard the show?
I don't know who the show is.
Sit your ass down. You about to get this show.
We would just sit an empty chair out in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, and I think the Chris Brown song "Poppin'" was like one of the top songs.
And out of some dark corner of the room, B2 would come sliding out. Game face on. Maybe just a tie and no shirt or something. And he would just be out there rolling and just gyrating. And Genuine would be on, and it would be the funniest thing ever. B2's role was like, he get everybody warmed up. And he get by the time he's done,
It's like,
I'll be tired.
He leave tired.
It's like put your food in the microwave and not going back again. No, I'm good. That's just hot.
He would warm everybody up, and by the time he's done dancing, he look up and everybody.
I'd be the only person without a girl. I'd be too tired to talk to anybody.
B2 would just be like, all right, man, I'm going to bed now.
Every
We
time.
would literally sit back. After we hyped him up for the show, we would just sit back too. Just be like, are you got it?
Right.
Just gonna wait. And 2 would do his thing. And this happened all the time. Like all the time. But I think the funny part was like it just ended up being like that's just how stuff planned out. It was never like we was like, "Two, go be the show."
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is how it worked. Like it was fun. We all had a great time, or whatever. But at some point, you was just like, you know what? No. I'm sick of this. I'm tired of being the show. Warming it up. I need, I forget when, but I remember you had this epiphany. You was like, nah, man, I'm done. Like, I'm retiring the show. I think a funny story is there was one night where the show actually succeeded.
And I felt.
The show, let me tell you this. The show, after being, so used to
so many nights of being dry.
The show finally found someone who appreciated the show for who he was. But unfortunately, this particular night.
Now, mind you, we're in a dorm like way off campus. You can't. You could probably walk back to your dorm room, but like you can't. It was like late at night. Like you didn't want to do that. You didn't want those problems.
Once you're there, you're there.
Yeah. So on this particular night,
the
show came out, did his thing,
had an encore performance.
Right. And then I think there was only like a few girls there, and like with 6 of us, so like most of the guys were like, "I'ma go."
So here's the thing. Our group is usually pretty good with reading the room. You gotta read the room, right? It's like, okay, this girl's feeling this guy, this girl's feeling that guy, whatever. And so that's what some of our friends did. They were like, all right, well, we're gonna take off. Because this room is small and like we ain't all about to just sit here looking at everybody, and it's kinda like, all right, so the homies decided, hey, the show finally is having his moment.
Closing it out.
We're proud of him. He's closing. I'm his roommate. I'm happy for him. I'm like, hey man, the show, you deserve this, you know? There was him and his young lady, and I forgot who all was the piece of the puzzle. But the point was, there was one remaining person.
Well, this is what happened. This is what happened. Because I thought that group that left, I thought one person was staying back. But they ended up leaving. And then by the time I left, I was like, oh, fuck.
That's not how I remember it.
That's not how I remember it. I think whoever left was like specifically like, yo, we leaving.
Yeah.
And then you were like, no, I'ma stay, I'ma chill. And at the time, like, I didn't think about it. I was just like, I was focused on what I was trying to do or whatever.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then
I just remember writing the note.
No, hold on, let me get to the note. But there was a moment where everyone was like, yo, it's time to go. And someone was like, yo, B, let's go. And B's like, nah, bro, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling here. The ratio was off. I think there was only two girls.
2 to 3.
2 to 3, yeah. And there was no reason for him to be there. So here's the show, winding it up, and everyone's looking at B like, yo, dog, you need to go somewhere or what? Like, Brandon's just sitting there like.
No, once they left and I realized the ratio was off, I went to the restroom immediately.
Yes, you did.
It wasn't the show. Like, I didn't go. As soon as they left, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I immediately went to the restroom. That's why I started writing the note, because I was like, oh fuck. Because I remember someone telling me to leave, and I just remember being there like, wait. I remember looking like, oh shit, this is off. Yeah. And that's when I went directly to the bathroom. I was like, fuck, I messed up. I should have left. I got out a pen, a big ass marker they had, paper.
This man wrote an apology note in the bathroom.
I didn't realize.
Because he knew what he was about to do to me. He knew what he was about to do to me. Take my one opportunity.
I was like, my bad. I did not realize.
And I don't think anything happened. Like, I think it was
just a funny situation because I was in the fucking.
You were just there and they were like,
there chilling.
Yeah, that was kind of like, it kind of.
I'm just take him back. Yeah, let's go.
Like, let's go. He needs to leave.
My bad,
and
too.
then
I apologize.
2 was so hot because the girl that he finally got warmed up had to take Brandon home. That was like, when we feel bad, he needs to go, and 2 was like,
I remember venting to Ace, like, I know this nigga knew I was just he knew. This is my friend. What happened?
Did you get a second chance on that one?
Oh no, I don't remember.
So.
I don't think so.
I just remember we started reading that note in the morning, was dying.
Yeah.
I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not a cock block.
I felt bad because it was like that. Like you said, that was 2's big, you know what I mean?
That was your moment, man.
It was my moment.
And I just walked out on stage while he was singing his song. I just did a little mama with him. Like, yeah, New York nigga.
Oh, man.
What time were we at?
About an hour. No, this is a good point. So I mean, that's how we.
I forgot about. Oh my.
Our friends operated. We had a great group. I think. Like we just had a good dynamic. Like everyone played their role.
And knew it. Yeah.
We wasn't never bickering and fighting over girls. We was all
well, from the outside, we were always fighting. Like if you looked out, like people that didn't know us, you would think we were always fighting.
Maybe because how we talk to each other.
The way I'm saying, just the way we talk. You know, like from the outside, it looks like these guys, but no.
We had a code.
Yeah.
We definitely had a code. We always had our man law meetings. We stuck to the code. But we were all a fan of fair play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, she's beautiful. I want to try to talk to her. Well, I want to try to talk to her too. All right, what we gonna do? That is
a worst start to all things though.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
If both of you like the
remember, because you know how that goes. Let's see who can get her. And then there's a competition.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you could do.
We've had some awful experiences.
Terrible.
With that.
You should never do that, guys.
I mean, it was all fine for us.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Yes, I mean.
Really,
when you
it gets
get older,
really awkward.
Yeah, when you get older and realize like, all right,
gosh,
you remember that?
We did that a couple of times.
This are we're not gonna name no names, but this is okay. So one time this type of scenario happened between Ace and I, and this is in high school.
Oh God!
So this is a girl we're both trying to get at, right? So she's kind of like not talking to both of us, but like entertaining both of us. So Asa takes her out on a date on a Friday.
But I don't think she knew.
Oh no, that was a fucked up part.
No, I mean, Brandon, between him and I, we were like, yo, this is a great girl. Like, I'm interested, he's interested. We're like, all right, well,
who gets it?
Yeah, like, hey, I want to take her on a date. You want to take her on a date? All right, well, look, cool. If she chooses you, then she chooses you. Hey, shake hands, cool. So we're in the process of trying to see
court this woman,
court her. But it was
be the winning.
But let me make this distinction. We were genuinely.
Oh yeah. Well, there was no foul play on it.
Yeah, it wasn't like we trying to play. Like we were genuinely like, yo, I'm interested in her. All right, so we went about our business courting, but we knew what we were doing. I'm not sure she knew. So
in the midst of Ace and I going for it, I'm chilling Friday night. It's about 11 p.m. I get a call from this nigga Asa.
Oh my God.
Hey, Brandon.
I'm sorry if you're seeing.
I need your help. I'm like, what, nigga? Bruh, I can't call my dad. I can't call my mom. I'm like, all right, bruh. He's like, I'm in the mountains. I'm like, nigga, what do you mean out here in the mountains? He's like, I'm in the mountains and my car won't start. I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about?
You have no.
So I'm like, he's like, yeah, I'm in Mount Baldy and my car won't start.
Oh man.
And he obviously wasn't telling me the full story on the phone. You could tell, like, nigga, what do you mean? Like, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll go up there. 12, like I get up there like at 12. He's up in Mount Baldy. Like up in Mount Baldy. It don't make no sense. I pull up, he's with that girl. It was the most awkward thing.
Oh, it's so humiliating.
It was so funny though, but like looking back on it, it's funny, but that was like,
it was so humiliating on so many levels because my car was fine. It just decided to die this night.
Yeah.
It wasn't beat up. It never broke down before.
Yeah.
But the night I decided to take this girl to the mountains, it was an innocent mountain trip. I know what the reputation for the mountains is, but there was like a view that you could see the city.
Yeah.
So that was like my romantic move. Like,
well, she wasn't that type of. Yeah, she wasn't.
No. She wasn't that type of girl. Anyways. But so I'm enjoying the scene with her and we're talking or whatever, and I'm like, all right, it's getting late. I'm gonna take you back, and then my car's like, I'm like, oh no, God no, like this is the one place you don't want people to try to pick you up from because automatically you're gonna insinuate
everything was bad. The whole situation was bad. Nothing was good about it.
My car, and I'm thinking like, okay, I am not about to explain this situation to anybody. Who can I have come and get me that I don't have to try to explain the situation to? And unfortunately, the only person I knew that might pick up the phone was Brandon. And that in and of itself was going to be horrible because of who I was with. And so he came up and she was so like, just like in the seat like this. Because
me and this nigga Asa trying to get the car started. And me and him were laughing. But me and him were laughing about like, we don't care.
Because we know, but I know she does, so I couldn't imagine how she felt.
Damn, I was on a date with him last week, and now I'm stuck in the box getting saved.
I don't know. Maybe she'll see this or something.
We love you. We love you.
I'm sorry, but it was just it. Oh my God, it was just a funny moment.
I think that's the funniest call I've ever had. That was.
I was trying to be like, yo, can you just come help me?
Yeah, I remember.
Stop asking me questions.
He's like,
come and help me,
bro. I can't call my dad. I can't call my mom. I'm like, what's going on?
Just come pick
I'm
me
in
up.
the mountains. I need you, bro. I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about? But you could tell he's like, duh, I can't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody.
The fact that I had to bring the only other person that she was like.
Dog, you know what that makes me think of for some reason of driving to Mount Baldy?
What?
For some reason, I think we were in high school. You had to take your sister somewhere. Like later in that evening, I think you had to take her to like LA or somewhere. Mm. And so early in the day, you're like, all right, I'm gonna try to get sick. And you drove up and down Euclid with the AC on.
What? Yeah.
Remember you do that?
I had some I had a banana and some antibiotics. How do you remember that? I don't even remember that. I don't remember, but I remember doing this. I didn't know that he knew this. I was trying not to go to school. Were you? I was trying not to go to school, so I had these antibiotics that if you didn't take it with food, you would throw up. So I just had a banana, just enough to throw something up. Yeah. So what I was trying to do was take these antibiotics, give it because you needed 10 to 20 minutes. So I'm just driving up and down the street. So
all up and down Euclid.
I was trying to time it so that when I got in school, I could be like, bleh, and be like, oh, I need to go home. I don't remember why though. Yeah. That's so funny that you remember that. I have no idea why I was doing that, but you definitely remember. You did another
time where you had to take someone somewhere, so you went up and down Euclid so you could say you had no gas. You remember?
Because I don't lie. I do not lie, okay? You have to be a person of integrity, and I didn't like to be a liar. So I was like, well, if I burn this gas, I ain't got no gas. So I don't remember why though. Man, I think it's time. We gotta let's get I know I'm getting kinda hot. We gotta get to our questions. We've all taken the role of your big bruhs to a girl once or twice. B2 for sure. For sure has. B2's always every girl's best friend. Unfortunately. In college. The one that everyone
make
confides
that distinction in college. I'm a different man now.
You know what I'm saying? Manned up. He's up here.
Anyway, so we posed a question to everybody. I don't know if you guys got the Ask Your Bruhs hashtag and all that stuff. What we wanted to do was try to give you guys some insight on how we think, why we do what we do. So you guys ask us some questions, and we'll answer it to the best of our ability. Maybe hopefully give you guys some insight from three of us who I think we got the game. You know what I'm saying? I am in a relationship, married, and all that stuff, but I've been through the whole gambit, so maybe I can answer some questions. 2 is still in that single swang of things, still dating. So if there's anything regarding that, maybe he'll be the best person to ask that. Yeah. And then Brandon just self-proclaimed swagged out baller. Swag. I don't know what. So maybe he can help you with whatever. So
you remember it? Yeah, 2-0. I don't want to say it.
Yeah, I was going to say. I edited it out anyway.
I just put my finger.
All right, so let's get to it. All right, so and you guys just take it as you want. Starting with the section of hey, bruh. Is that what I'm doing? Ask your bruh. Hey, bruh.
I kind of like that though. Hey, bruh. I got a question.
Ask your bruh. One of our questions, and we're going to keep it discreet because I didn't really ask if anybody wanted to know. All right, we're going to start off pretty easy. Okay. When is farting in front of the other person acceptable in a relationship?
I'll start with my response. Okay. I
know it's supposed to be never. So.
Never.
Yeah.
I don't think you I mean, if it happens, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you're the grossest person in the world. But I'm not part of the, I would fart in front of them and be like, oh, that's funny, huh? Like, no, I never, or expect that from my female counterpart.
She can't just lift the leg up and just...
That's you.
That? Oh, for me, I think it just depends on how much, if I'm in love, go ahead, fart.
Sweetie, you can fart in front of me now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. If I'm really feeling
If you're just dating though?
If I'm just dating, nah, you gotta hold that or go to the bathroom or something. But if it's just we've been in a relationship for a minute.
20.
Okay, go ahead.
If we've been in a relationship for a minute, then yeah, I feel like farting and shitting, I guess, is normal.
It's never been a big deal for me. I really don't care. I as long as you're not overly weird with it. If you it's a staple for you. I'm a farter. Yeah, no, that's weird. Yeah. But everybody farts. It's never really anything I really paid attention to. If you're in a relationship for a while, do you use the bathroom with the door open?
No,
that's
never.
That's for what? What?
Why do I need to see that?
Asa does that crap.
I do it. I do it.
Nah.
I don't really care.
Why? What is it? Why?
Yeah, what is it?
I need the person to be near you. The ambiance. When you're all basking the ambiance together.
No, that's
the ultimate intimacy.
You really do too.
Nose in the butthole. No, I use the bathroom with the door shut. I use
AC used to take a shit and talk on the phone.
Yeah. How does that even matter though?
Who
you're not
that?
gonna know.
Yes, you will.
No.
Actually, I've done that before.
Yeah, no,
yeah, I've done.
Bruh, it's not like you gonna sit there and listen to bloop. I'm not being like, yo, I gotta like I don't do that. But
I would just put her on mute.
Right. Yeah, you put it on mute, you flush the toilet, you what? You let them keep talking, and then there's an art to it.
I like that.
There's an art to it. Next one. Okay. For you to ask, would you ever date a trans woman? Why or why not?
I mean, it's not
I don't know why I'm so scared to answer this.
Mr. PC is.
I'm like two walking.
Yeah, go ahead and walk on the eggshells, man.
It's just not personally my preference. I don't have any other thing beyond that to say, but my personal preference is not that swing that way.
I think all women are beautiful, but
She's a trans woman, so she's a woman now.
that's what I said. I think all women are beautiful.
Okay, my bad.
But just that specific. That specific.
He really like holding on to his neck.
That specific type of woman is just not my style.
Not your style. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Why though?
I think it's weird. Okay, let me say something about this specific topic. Because a while ago, online they were saying if a man wouldn't have sex with a trans woman, then I think they said they're homophobic or something like that.
Stop.
And it's just so weird to have to like say who somebody
justify.
You should have sex with this person. Like
otherwise you're a homophobe.
Like if I have sex with anybody, it doesn't affect you.
Right.
It's like I don't understand.
Everybody has their
obsession with it. I don't understand the obsession with it though.
Why is there such a big deal with people having their own preferences? Right. Like if you were to say, if you were to be like, yo, I only like white girls.
It's like John, like
you did. How does that affect my life? Like, why am I upset with that?
That's like people got mad. John Mayer a couple years ago said, "My dick's like a Nazi."
What?
He said he only smashes white girls. Like that's it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, but like people were like, "Oh, you so racist, you're this," and I'm like, "It's his body. Like, what do you mean?"
I never understood that.
He's suffering the consequences and pleasure, or whatever it is, but it has nothing to do with you.
But everybody has their own preferences, and I feel like everybody's entitled to that. If you want to say, "Yo, I only like Indian girls," okay,
with big feet, like
right,
that's your shit.
Okay, cool. Like now, am I gonna feel like, oh, you racist? You don't like any of the other races out there? How come you don't? Who cares?
Really?
Like who really cares? Like I feel like we are all way too involved with who everyone's having sex
that's
with,
for sure. Right? That's a fact. That is a fact.
Why are you worried about that? I don't know. So I guess to be clear, my answer is no. Also, no interest. Not my thing. But if that's your swing,
swing it.
Swing on.
What they say in the South? Swing with the screw music.
I don't know. What is it?
Never mind.
Talk on the. Okay. Here's a good one.
Okay.
I like this question. When is it appropriate to exchange social media, like your IG or like your Facebook?
Appropriate in what sense?
When is it appropriate? Like in this particular circumstance, it's like, let's say you're dating somebody for a month, but y'all haven't exchanged social media. Is that weird, or is that a norm? Like,
I think that is weird to be dating somebody for a month and not have their social media.
And in the context of this conversation, you guys are both on social media,
right?
Like you guys.
I feel like initially you usually slide into somebody. Like social media is what draws that initial contact. Usually.
So is that a red flag or something? Like if you are talking to someone, even if you guys have been intimate or whatever, and they haven't given you their social media.
I wouldn't. If I asked for it and they didn't give it to me, I'd be like, okay.
Or they kind of like played it to the left.
Yeah, I would feel weird about it. I think I'd be like, what are you hiding?
Yeah,
you know.
But at what point is it? At what point is it?
I feel indifferent about it. Like it depends on how they.
What?
Like how they present the fact that they like. If I haven't got the social media in a month and are they active on it?
Yeah,
they're an active social media user.
Yeah. Just normal, just a
I
regular.
just think that's weird.
Yeah, a regular.
Especially after a month. I don't know if that was.
I feel like the
if
reason
that's how the question was posed.
I don't think it's weird because I don't like to attach personal and private life to like it needs to be exposed.
Your social media life is private?
No, I'm saying I don't think people need to express everything that they are going through and stuff on social media. So I don't hold that same weight on it to where like, oh, why didn't you give me your social media? Why can't I see what you're doing? Why can't I?
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't put that weight into
Here's what I think about it. I just feel like if you're courting a girl or whatever, you're genuinely interested in her. Right? So you got her number or you guys are going on a date or whatever. Like if you're genuinely interested in a girl, typically nowadays you want to know what she's doing or see how she's doing or whatever. And I think it's a very normal thing as a normal person, not trying to be like OD and investigate on a girl, to ask for social media because that's another way to like keep in contact to like see what's going on.
Normally you ask for the social media before the number.
Right, exactly. Like I feel like it's like that too because I don't feel like I post, anything that I feel like, oh, you're gonna be trying to be all up in my life, like whatever. I think it's pretty normal to just be like, yo, what's your, hey, let me follow you or something. Right. Like, yeah, let's exchange. Like, I'm gonna see what you up to. Yeah. I think it's normal for people to be like, yo, let me see what you up to. I think it gets weird when like, I don't know, that person doesn't want you to know something or what they're up to. Then they get kind of like, well, you asking for my social media, man. Like, what you trying to do? Like, hey, relax. We're not that serious yet. I just don't think it's that serious to begin with. But
I'm not gonna lie, fellas.
What?
I gotta take a piss.
Here you go, man. Always.
We were doing so good. I thought we were gonna get through it.
Dang.
That's why I asked what time we were at because I want to see how far I made it. And I was like, all right, maybe I can do another 30.
Real fast, while Brandon's taking a pee-pee break. Is there a difference between hanging out and dating? You're a great person to ask this.
I think so, for sure. I think hanging out, to me, means like we're casually hooking up. Like we're hanging out. Like I'll slide you a text.
That was quick, bro. All right, so the question was, is there a difference?
I couldn't think for a few minutes. I was like, oh,
Isn't it
God.
funny how when you got to pee, everything shuts down? Like, all cognitive abilities.
All right, my bad.
All right, the question was, is there a difference between hanging out and dating?
I think there is. I was going to say that hanging out to me means we're casually, like, hooking up.
Okay.
I'm not really taking you out or courting you, really. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, if I happen to be at the same party that you're at, cool. If not, then whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. Whereas if I'm dating you, like I'm actively trying to court you, trying to take you out on dates, trying to impress you.
What's the difference? Because it seems like that could be a subtlety.
I feel like there's levels because you have like, I think you have like hanging out, casually dating, then dating, and then like serious dating.
Jeez.
That's a lot of steps.
I kind of bunched a couple.
Break that down.
So I feel like hanging out is just like literally when you first meet someone, like you just
no expectations,
like nothing. Like I don't barely know you. We're kind of getting to know each other.
All right, that's hanging out.
And then
I can see how you would.
To me, easy dating or casually dating is like we may go out on dates and stuff, but we may not be formally anything. Right. But we're still like, all right, cool. Like we may potentially, there you go. The interest, excuse me. Then the third, I said just regular dating is like this is probably like.
But is dating exclusive?
No.
Okay, if stated.
I don't think.
But if you stated, then aren't you just together?
No.
I don't think just because
you're not together unless you're not together unless you say you're together. You're not together unless you say you're together.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you can be together. You can.
B blurs the lines between.
Find any loophole. Right. Like we ain't together.
What you mean? Like nigga,
calm down.
Right. Okay, so tell me the difference between this is my girlfriend and this is someone I've been dating.
I think it's just that conversation.
Yeah, I think literally it's just that.
That's what's that conversation?
You wanna? Well, I don't know how's it going.
I mean, now
are we too old to ask? Do you reach a certain age where you like, hey, will you be my girlfriend?
or what?
Yeah, that's weird. Or
I don't know, actually.
Here's the thing that I did ask somebody that one time, and they said it's when the introduction happens.
Oh, actually, let me say this. I think it's when
You say, "This is my girlfriend."
Oh, that's a good point. I think that, or when you guys both decide like we're exclusive. Like
Yes.
maybe you don't say your boyfriend and girlfriend, but you just say like
I've had that talk where
I
it's
mean,
like,
we're not gonna
like,
mess
I don't
with
want to be.
But it's usually the girl that broaches that conversation because
No.
the guys be cool with like, okay, that transition from dating to girlfriend is usually not always, but is usually
brought on by the girl.
Like, so hey, what's good?
happening?
Like, what's this? What's happening? What's up? And then the guy's like, dang, like either I mess up my whole thing or I just gotta say we dating or whatever. Like, that's a common situation that happens.
Yeah,
because a lot of girls, and this is just, I shouldn't say a lot of girls because I don't know, but what some girls have done is they give you everything before you even have that conversation. So then what's the point in having that conversation and making it exclusive when you're already getting every benefit?
I think that's the key.
Like,
girls shouldn't give a
why?
guy like
Girls
everything.
want to have their fun and do their stuff too. Why?
I don't think it's just one way though. I think there's a lot of guys that try to overthink what they are with a female before.
for sure.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the same type of. But as far as
I bought you a drink. You my girl now. You coming home with me?
going on,
Nah, bro. That ain't it, Chief. So, okay. I don't know if we concluded that though. So
we
what
didn't.
is the
We left
line?
that open.
What's the line?
I think it's what you did. It's not. I think my problem with it is there's no universal.
So what is it
It's
to
whatever
you?
those two people.
Because we had two different.
What is it to you then? What did you say it was for you?
Dating to me means that I am trying to impress you, maybe, or take you out on dates, and trying to, build on a relationship potentially. Right. Whereas,
do you need to be exclusive in dating though?
No,
because I feel like a lot of people feel like you need to be exclusive. Because here's when I was single, I was single.
Right.
Like, even if I was in that phase of what you guys call like dating or whatever, I feel like I was openly transparent about like, hey, I'm not looking for a girlfriend or something right now, but I might be vibing with somebody, whatever, and like, okay, maybe this will go somewhere, maybe it won't, but then I'm completely open to vibing with somebody else if the opportunity came up.
Right.
I think a lot of people think dating needs to be exclusive, or I mean, some people do date one person at a time. They date this person, they realize, okay,
sure.
no, and then they date this person.
Serial monogamous.
But I mean, is it to say that's the right way and the wrong way, or to be like, hey, there's girls I'm interested in?
Well, here's the facts. 52% of all marriages end in a divorce. So the universal thought of what works is not what works for everybody.
Right.
Okay.
You got to establish between you and your person, because he has a different definition. What works for him and his girl is going to be totally different for work. Like, so the problem comes when everybody tries to get the same exact verbiage and they think the same exact progress and steps is like Asa got married, X, Y, and Z. Okay, now
This is how I'm supposed to do it.
that's not.
Yeah.
It's not always a time frame. It's just a feeling. It needs to be more feelings than just standard procedure. Like, I feel like so many people just follow protocol. Like, all right, well, now we're this, without
absolutely.
feeling it, like knowing, already having a conversation. Yeah. But it's just like, oh, all right, well, we're 3 months. I guess we're about to get married soon.
Yeah.
Like, no, you gotta like fill it out more so than just being like, oh, society thinks we should do this, this.
So I think it really boils down to, and I would agree with you guys on, it boils down to communication. People have poor communication skills.
That's great.
I think a lot of people have very poor communication skills, and people got to step that up.
and just be honest. Don't lie.
Just be honest.
Just don't lie.
Oh man, that was
number
like,
one thing.
That's the one thing I tell any of my youngins that ask me stuff or whatever. Like, my thing is like, just be honest. You don't want to have that headache.
Right.
You don't want to have to be keeping up some charades or whatever, or facade or whatever you want to call it. Just be honest and just be open and just. It is what it is.
I would say 9 times out of 10, when you're honest, it usually works out.
It works out anyways, right? Because in my experience, girls are gonna do what they want anyways, regardless of what you're saying. Like, if I've told girls like, "Hey, I'm not really interested," and that didn't change a thing for how they were approaching or reacting to me.
Yeah,
I didn't need to be like sell them a dream and do all this stuff or whatever. They were gonna do whatever they wanted on their own merit, no matter what I said. But bottom line, you gotta communicate. If you feel like you want to be dating exclusively with somebody, they may not have that same, protocol in their head. They might feel like dating is, you guys have different opinion.
Right.
The opposite sex is gonna have different opinion. You guys gotta establish that, like, straight out the gate.
I feel like we should just get rid of all the traditional, like, just A, B, C. Now you're at D.
I mean,
everyone should just do their own path. Communicate.
Communicado.
I think open relationships are gonna be like a thing soon. Like where more people.
In what way? What do you
like? You have
open relationship?
Like you have a strong bond with one specific person, but both of you guys can like
do your own thing,
and however whatever boundaries.
Do you think you'd be able to do? Do you think you'd be able to do a relationship?
Open relationship?
I don't. That feels like an oxymoron to me.
I don't think I can do it.
I'm too selfish. I'm way too selfish.
I think I could.
You think you could?
I think I could.
There's no way.
Oh no, I couldn't do it.
I think as long as we have boundaries and we communicate those boundaries.
What would those boundaries be for you in your open relationship? Because you have a side boyfriend?
So that's the thing. Like I'm not. So
what's open about your relationship?
That if you are. So if I have a girlfriend and she goes to a party without me and she's vibing with some guy and she wants to, I guess, make out with him or whatever because like they're just on that wavelength in that moment, then if that's what she's feeling, I feel like
you'd be cool with it.
Yeah, for now, just I mean, cause I don't know, like
if you saw a video of it, how would you feel?
I mean, obviously, I would feel some type of way.
Wait, is that also based on her transparency of what?
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I think we have to be honest.
Yeah.
Like what happened
you would want her to come home and be like, hey, I just hooked up with this dude.
Not like that, like.
How does it work?
That's exactly how I see it.
Right? Like, hey, I just want to be honest with you tonight. I was bumping and grinding with this dude, and oh my god, he was so sexy. And
no, I wouldn't want to hear.
You wouldn't want to know details.
Like, I wouldn't want to hear, oh, he's so sexy and all this stuff. But I would want to like hear about the night and be like, oh yeah, I did make out with this person. Like, I felt this type of connection or whatever. And
is part of that leniency you give to your partner? Is that because you want that leniency?
I was just gonna ask
or is that what is that?
You willing to give it because you want it?
Yeah,
maybe.
Is that what that is?
Maybe, yeah.
And it's a necessary evil.
Yeah, that's
That's
the only way I can process it in my head.
Like, I'm gonna be cool with it because when I go out, I ain't gotta deal with the headache.
Yeah, that's the only way I can think of it in my head, but it still don't make sense. But yeah, I see.
I don't think I could do it.
I couldn't. Oh man!
Shout out to the people that can.
No,
I couldn't. At least it would kill me. All right, here's one. How do black men feel about black women of varying shades?
They're all beautiful.
We already know this, especially the Caucasian variety.
The real answer is that
What?
they all are beautiful, but growing up, the way media and everything forms the portrayal of black women, you would, if you didn't have any representation of a dark, beautiful woman, there are so many light-skinned women in media where you kind of would automatically kind of like, that would kind of shape your taste.
Yeah, I get it. Like I get what he's saying. Like I get that people would have that interpretation, like light skinned girls are better and all that stuff, whatever. Like I've heard that growing up and stuff. It was never my experience. I have dark skinned sisters. I think my dark skinned sisters are beautiful. I know dark skinned people that are beautiful. I've always known dark skinned people that were beautiful. I never. My thing was I've always thought that every race has their beautiful people.
I think you're beautiful.
Every race has their ugly people. Like, I just don't believe that there is a race of ugly people or a race of like. I just think if you bad, you bad.
Yeah,
it don't matter. It don't matter. Like we always said, that it's like quality comes in all kind of shades and sizes. Like I recognize that before. At a very early age. Like it, I never had an exclusivity to. Even just only black women, only white women like too, or only only Asian, or only whatever. Like
I didn't even catch that until you started laughing. I didn't even know you slid that in there.
You gotta slide it in there. You gotta slide it right real quick.
That was slick.
I never had like a certain thing. Yeah, like I'm open. I've always been more about vibing and feeling with the person. Even I remember at a very young age, as childish as it may sound, it's pretty much the same thing as an adult. I wanted my girlfriend to wear J's and play basketball.
Oh, I remember.
I didn't care what she looked like. Of course, I wanted to be attracted to her.
Yeah, I remember the first time you describing Lisa. You like, dog, she wear J's. She hood. She know what it is.
That was it. She know what it do. Me and Lisa used to play fight all the time. Like she was the homie. Like that. What was got me had nothing to do with being Asian, being non-black. Like a lot of people. When you're in an interracial relationship, they like, especially if you're black, they think you've sworn off of black women, or you've sworn off of something, or whatever the case may be. In my particular case, it's not. I know that happens, but I've always been like he said, like, yo, she's dope, she's cool, she's forever, she's this, she wear that, like. That's what was important to me. Everything else could fall by the wayside. And I mean, of course, it helps that she's beautiful.
Dog, you know what just made me think of that? Elisa, or made me think of a story.
Yeah, what?
Remember what happened to us in Lisa's apartment almost when we was in...
We almost died. Yeah. That's a story for another time. We almost got jumped by a
We almost got stabbed up.
Yeah. God sent a squad car right at the perfect moment to save our life. Yeah, we was in the wrong neighborhood.
Were we going to visit Lisa?
Huh?
Were we going to visit
No,
Lisa?
we was going to hang out with, might have been Chike back in that time.
Oh, that's right. That was.
Farting, disgusting, or hilarious. We kind of went over that. All right, let's do one last question. Easy question. Why do y'all never, men, apparently, why do we never ask questions while out on a date? Now, apparently there's like a whole phenomenon about this. I'm not that educated on it. I was sent the article, but I haven't read it just yet. But
That
apparently
men don't ask questions?
that we're so self-centered, I guess, that this is a whole, like an epidemic, I want to say almost. I don't know, maybe that's a little harsh, but yeah, we go on a date and we're so talking about ourselves that the woman is just subdued and just quiet.
Sitting there?
Wow.
And like it's a
I
whole
have
thing.
experienced the complete opposite of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've experienced where I'm the one mainly asking about her, but like I have to slide in information about myself just so she knows what type of person I am.
Yeah.
Versus like I would want it to be like a back and forth like type of question, like what are you about? You know, we ask each other those things, but I've experienced the opposite where the woman that I'm courting is, you know,
Just going
very talkative about herself and her life and not really interested in my situation, I guess.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't really.
Is that important to you? Like when you go on a date, it's important because I know that they say we should be good listeners and all that stuff. So if you have an opportunity where a girl's very talkative to just sit there and listen, is that not something you think we should do? I mean, a conversation should go both ways, sure. But if you met a talkative woman, is it not a pro for you to be like, oh man, this girl is, you just let her go?
Yeah. No, it is a pro. I do feel some type of way sometimes if I like can't get in any type of, you know, facts about myself, you know, brag about myself a little bit. But
So it's important for you to brag about yourself a little bit.
oh my god.
No, I'm being genuine. In this
I think because I'm proud of myself and I do want to highlight some things that could attract this person that I'm trying to
That's interesting.
be with. So
Okay.
yeah.
I think for me, I always, on dates, I put myself in that position to, I don't want to be a talkative one.
Right.
Like, I need to know, like, I know who I am. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to, like, I don't know. I don't never feel a need to be like, this is who I am. Check me out. This is
Yeah.
check
Well,
me
yeah,
out.
I'm not saying
Well,
that.
no, but that's why I asked you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I said it. So it's important because I wasn't trying to joke, but I feel like if a girl's being talkative, I'd be like, talk.
Like,
Yeah, go ahead, talk that
Well,
talk.
yeah, definitely.
Talk
Yeah,
that
yeah.
talk.
That's where I'm at.
I don't feel like I have to sell myself.
That's how, yeah.
And I feel like maybe in the right circumstance, the right environment, or like you'll get to know me.
Right.
And I don't feel like there's any one thing I can say or tell you that's going to impress you or whatever. So
Yeah.
if you're a talkative person, you want to talk, I'll just listen. And we'll just talk and vibe off of whatever you're saying. If you've never once asked nothing about me, all right.
That's how I feel. I don't feel any way about it.
Yeah.
Like, we can go all night talking about your life.
Yeah. Let's talk about
Let's
you.
go. Let's
You
go.
gotta ask me about
Let's
me.
unpack it. Like,
I don't know. To me, it makes me feel like you don't really care.
see,
about
for me, it's opposite.
me.
For me, it's opposite because if someone's exposing themselves to me and being vulnerable, that means they do care enough to, you know, share that, whatever side they're showing you.
Right.
Yeah.
So whereas for me personally, if I'm portraying like I'm just trying to give you everything, my resume, you know, my accomplishments and everything, I feel like I'm more interested in me than like really
My success rate, I'm getting you.
You're an
But why is it?
You're an accessory to like to me now.
But why do you feel like if you do the things that you said that you want her to do, like, what am I trying to say? Why do you feel like you're doing too much or bragging if you are telling her about like some of your?
Well, she'll put a caveat.
like
Caveat. If she's asking about it, I don't feel that way.
Right.
But I feel like if I'm just, conversation is conversation, but I never feel that need to, I should say. I never feel that need to like just be like, this is everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just want to be a part of the conversation.
She's talking to you. She's talking to you.
That's the show coming out. It needs to get a little bit of like, can I do my body roll real quick? Like, let me flex on you real fast. Dang. Nah, yeah, that's time, man. That's just, we don't want to go too far over.
Shit,
I think we may not. we haven't experienced that epidemic. That the last question was
That's a
about.
very.
I wasn't even aware
Maybe that's
that
a younger,
it was
younger guys, or
Huh?
maybe it's like younger generation.
No,
Or,
all right.
Oh wow.
I mean, I don't know if it's the younger generation that's
The sample
experiencing
size,
it.
right.
I don't know. I told you I don't know much about it. It wasn't on my radar.
Gotcha.
And I'm not aware that. Of course, everybody knows there's douchebags who are like talk about themselves all the time, but I didn't know this was like a thing that most people are going through and it's becoming a thing. I don't know.
Yeah. We different anyway.
We different. Cool, man. Another episode in the books, in the works.
Episode dose.
Episode 2.
Oh, we got a shout out. We gotta give the Denzel to.
Oh man, okay. Let's do this quick. All right, listen.
Oh shit.
We needed to give a Denzel out. I don't know if you guys remember what the Denzel Award is, but it's a very prestigious award that we only give out to people who high achievement, very high achievement. Something we've been doing in our friend circle for a really long time. It's just a Denzel GIF. You can check our Instagram. We pretty much post it. It's that GIF from Training Day where he's like looking with the cigarette and he's looking at the boys like, hey, my nigga, right? Like, so we don't get all gushy and we don't usually use our expressive words.
It's just like I see you, my brother.
Yeah, it's like I see you, man.
Doing it,
like,
man.
so we'll throw you out a gift, but we don't use this gift very often at all. So when you get it, it's like super crazy. So we wanted to formally give our next Denzel to our boy Schmitty. My man just got engaged to his love, the love of his life.
Beautiful black love.
He's doing his thing, man. Yeah,
they've been traveling all over the world,
doing his thing. Got his little missus, you know what I'm saying? Took that step to becoming a man.
Wait, is her ring finger not different colors? She already knew it was coming, huh?
Wait, what you talking about?
Am I tripping? Is that orange?
No, I mean, she could have had a. I don't know. She could have had a promise
maybe
ring.
the lighting or something.
Decoration ring. I don't know.
No, not the ring. I'm talking about the fingernail. Like she knew it was coming. Man,
I don't know. The point is, Eric,
we're happy for you, brother.
We're happy for you. We see you.
Well, my voice kind of cracked right there.
And you are the second ever recipient on the Bruhmigos show for that.
Hey, man, it's necessary.
So cheers,
you deserve it, brother.
Cheers. I got.
No, we don't have anything.
I don't got nothing. We'll get some, G. God dang it, man. You knew he was doing this.
Well, I got that. That's smooth.
What?
The way it just pops out.
Yeah.
We'll edit this.
Easy, baby.
Now let's leave this in here. Cut.
All right.
Oh shit.
The next Denzel goes to East Middlesworth. My man Eric.
He has to pour himself some.
Getting himself a missus, taking that next step, becoming a man.
Yeah, man.
Marital bliss.
We support you.
Remember, happy wife, happy life.
You have any words of advice for him? You're the one that's on that other side.
Oh man, listen. Not really, man. Earn your stripes. hey, just do earn your stripes. Happy wife, happy life. All the cliches are real, man. Enjoy it. That's it, man. Yeah. Love, blessings, highly favored.
To
cheers, E. Smitty. Hey. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I hate shots.
Denzel to you, my brother.
And we out.
I feel like we missed something.
What happened to the freestyle?
Oh yeah, bump that.
Which one did I say was better? Oh, I love levels.
Who made these? Rich Roach?
Rich.
Ooh, shout out Rich Roach.
Yes.
With the heaters.
To our boy Ricky. Mr. English. What, does he have a producer name?
Rich Roach.
Rich Roach, yeah.
Oh, Rich Roach. Okay.
Play that track.
My boy Rich Roach.
Play that track, Mac.
I didn't tell him we were doing this, so shout out to you, Rich.
Well, it'll be a surprise to him.
Yeah. We're not paying for this. We're not paying for this beat either.
You sent me this beat a long time ago, and I was just like, let's freestyle over it. I hope you didn't sell this shit already.
Yeah, I hope you didn't sell it.
All right, so you should be playing right about.
Come on, director.
My computer's slow, man. Hold on. Let's come
So get ready.
Yeah.
Show. Hey. It's alright if you play it low too, because you put the track in on the thing, right?
Yeah, I can put it on there.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be too loud.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
No, keep it like that. Yeah.
Hey.
All right, here we go.
Get it.
Hey.
I'm gonna talk my shit real quick. My name is Twizzy and I get it busy. I know how to do it with your bitch. Yeah, she giddy. And I know how to make that money flow. Ooh. And I'm on this podcast stealing your main hoe. Oh. And I just go in. I freestyle off the top of the dome. And I don't know what to say, so I'ma go home and pass it to my man B. Smitty. He gets it nice and he takes your girl also.
And her titties.
Hey.
Send it back to Asa B because I don't freaking rap.
Yes, you do.
No, I freaking don't. Now you're gonna have it back.
Ooh, I'ma take it back. I'ma be in a Cadillac. I'ma look at you like, ooh, what is that?
Hey,
Hey, what else? Hey, what is those?
hey,
Hey, free throws. Meet Migos.
hey.
Got the beat popping. Got the streets hopping. I'll keep it gutter. I keep it gangster, get popping. But tat. That's the sound of my gat. Hey, who is that? Who is that? I came through gutter. Because I'm that brother. I'm looking like I'm a bad mother. What? We wrapping it up. The podcast is up. It's over. So when you come through, subscribe. And bring your friends over.
Hey.
Oh, we like to do it every day.
Every day.
Podcast coming every Monday. Subscribe today. Boom.
And we out. That's what we do.
Blah, 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 blah.
We in this. This Bruhmigos.
Bruh, not bro. Alright, bruh.
Don't ever test our gangster.
The show coming back.
That was a good ending to it.
We good.